Here today with another 1% tip to improve your game of petanque, especially in the off season when it's cold, when it's throwing it down with rain, when it's snowing and you can't really get out. Obviously quite lucky here today because I'm in Torlevin, lovely indoor venue in Cherbourg, but a tip that I like to use for when the weather is really, really bad and you can't get out, you certainly can't practice, and maybe you're just a little bit bored. So some of the things that I like to do is I really, really love to watch videos that either I've recorded or that other people have recorded, uploaded onto YouTube or onto Facebook. And I like to analyze those videos. Sit there, watch them, rewind them back and forth, analyze the tactics. Think about what you would do, what strategy you would take, whether you would shoot, whether you would point, whether you would try and rest a ball in, whether you would try and split and shoot for two ball. And make sure that if you're watching a game that you stop the footage so that you can make your decision and then see what the different players do. And then make little notes. Okay, in that particular instance, I would have pointed, I would have tried to get in there, but he shot. Stop. Analyze that. Why did they shoot? What was the reason for it? Did she come in and play a resting spot? Did they play a different splitting shot? Did they play a point when they should have shot? You know, all of these different things that it allows you to work on your own mental game, your own strategies, your own decisions, because what you're doing is you're coming at it from a position of power because you're not in the game. So you can analyze things for future games. So if you're ever in that position in a future game, you can look back on it with a little bit of hindsight and you can say, okay, I remember that particular game when Dylan Rocher and Henri Lacroix were playing and they put this amazing ball in, but I would have played it differently because they're obviously great champions and they have particular skills. Now maybe you don't have those skills, but you can aspire to have those skills. The only way to gain skills like that is to actually take the shots on. It's to actually step in the circle, especially when it doesn't matter and you're practicing at home and you have a situation and you think, yeah, this is very similar here. There's the same amount of ball. Okay, I remember what the champion did, so I'm going to try and do the same thing. Because one thing is for sure, you're always going to miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So take advantage of the fact that it isn't necessarily a big competition. Take advantage of the fact that you've analysed things and you've strategized things, that you know your own strengths, that you know the strengths of your teammates, if you're playing in a team, and you know the weaknesses of opposition. Because the best coaches, the best teams analyze all of their opponents to make sure that they see well in advance any weaknesses. So for example, if you know a particular player is a very poor shooter under pressure, you can apply that pressure in the game. You can use the mentality that you've built up and the strategies that you've developed from watching and analysing and take them forward. Write them a little notebook, put them in your phone so that if you need to, you can just click back on it and you can say, oh yeah, here's Jimmy. I know what Jimmy does. He always fluffs his first point. He's always to the right. He's always to the left, whatever it might be. He can't play a plombe, so therefore I'm going to take him on really thick terrain. He's no good because he can't bend down. He can't do a rolling point, so I'm going to take him on a really fast terrain. All of these little things can definitely help.